Hello and welcome to the third part amongst the ratio trading exercise, making a spreadsheet. And what I've been thinking about after finishing the second part is I haven't adjusted this to where I need to for the ownership, because right now, or as I had it, it's the sum of what's in here. So the sum of this here, so 1016 is what's in here. But we need more than that because of the trades that are coming through. And we added that section of the plus minus, which is what we're going to need to add to it. As we can see in here, the plus minus on that. So on portfolio, what I need to do with each of these is go for this, go LITECOIN plus this in here. And then for Bitcoin Cash, same thing, that number plus the value on BCH, which would be 376 higher. For this one here, all the same. And the GRS 183 we're out, but there's going to be a lot of aggressive trades in here. This is every 4 days historical from August the 1st up until I got it to like May or June of the next year of 2018. Okay, so which one is this one? Is again XBY. Okay, so plus this. And then we will have them automatically go up and down as they should. Only 15 gain on OK Cash. Make sure that's right. Yep, that's right there. Yep. Okay, I was just an odd number. I'm thinking, because I know when I was testing around, that's the numbers I was using. And we ended this with all of these large ratios. So let's go ahead and finish them off. And on the portfolio, you would see XBY would be your highest owning coin, followed by Bitcoin Cash. And well, that's all going to change after selling the XBY on this example, as it would first double against LITECOIN. So we can do is this is the ratio in here, and we lost last trade. And what date am I using? 8/17. It would have been 9 days before, trading off a negative 0.77 to get 39.65. A case like this, I could make a very aggressive trade, even more than what I got from before. So we'll do something like that. 47.50 is what it would be, and I'm just gonna do the math this way in here. So it'd be 47.50 divided by the price of 25.67. So we'll say 1.84. So that one's taken care of. We got 100% pretty much on the GRS as well. So that's wrong one because we're looking for GRS and XBY. And I haven't left aligned any of these. I will after this trade. But last time we gained 2,500 XBY to go up to 8,500. So let's go about 3,500 here. Equals that divided by 6.37. So about 548 with the rake, we'll say. I'll just keep on doing a little bit lower each time. And last trade is in at 639. Next up, we have, but the 66%. Let's do Bitcoin Cash and OKC. The ratio goes up from 37 to 62, which would mean selling BCH. And we go find this in here. And we own 0.34. That's, how do we only have 3.4? Plus 2.5 plus the sum of I got this as sum of H. Yeah, that's right. 3.4 is right. I think. Because the aggress did what, 1,500 times that by 3, 6,000. This was an aggressive trade. But anyway, with that being said, 0.34 is the ownership. Let's sell maybe 0.14, 15 maybe. 14 will go, leaving 20 back. And with that, we can just go this, multiply the price. So about 870, we'll say. And that's a lot for rake as it is, but want to do it. 62.14. Then we have these up top at 60, Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin, which went higher. So Bitcoin Cash in here. And owning 0.45, maybe you go 0.12 this time. We'll just take that and multiply that on the ratio, which should be about 1.22. So now last trade is at 10.17 here. And we will take care of this 60% Bitcoin Cash and GRS, which is Bitcoin Cash going higher, as we can see. Now, and what you'd end up doing here, though, I mean, why would I buy Bitcoin Cash and then sell Bitcoin Cash kind of deal? If there's ever, actually we sold Bitcoin. If there's ever a spot, and there should be, where something tells you to buy and sell the exact same coin, then there's ways of getting around that in real life. But anyway, Bitcoin Cash and GRS, which is this one in here. We own 0.362 with a gain of that nature. Let's go minus 14, say. And then find out how much that's going to be worth. So we'll do 575. And that's at a ratio of 41.07. And might as well finish off this one. Okay, XBY. This is going lower from the 590, which means the one on the right-hand side is winning. So XBY is selling for OK. And I am okay with that. That's a dumb joke, really. Okay, so owning 8,000 XBY, maybe you sell 2,200 of them off, even 2,600. I'll do 29, I guess. I went to push 6, but it came up with a 9. And we'll divide that number by 4.19, which is what the ratio would be at the time. So you'd end up getting somewhere around like 685, we'll say. And then we'll put in, let's divide this by that. And I'm going to have to left align the date. Okay, so there we have it. We have, we'll pass on this Bitcoin Cash XBY one. Actually, we have to put in this here. So we'll pass on the 25%er. We'll move into day 821 as it would be. As we move into it, we can now see that these are a little more balanced after the selling. 4,000 would be our balance coming into the next day. And the next day is going to be 4,200, now down to 3,987. And we'll just copy and paste them in. And what kind of movements do we have? Well, we have a 40%er here, GRS and OK Cash. It went from 1.67 down to 1.2. So that means since it went lower, OK Cash was the winner. So this is the first trade we're doing on this one. So OK Cash, we have 1491. So let's do maybe 325 of them. Actually, this is the one we're selling. And with the ratio in at 1.2, that means I would divide it by that because GRS would still be the more expensive coin. We'll do 268. And then change this ratio around so that it's that number divided by this. So we do 121 in the last trade. And what else do we have on the horizon? We have a 31%er here, Bitcoin Cash GRS. We passed on that last time. We'll do that. We'll take care of it this one in here. Or actually, that wasn't the one we passed on. We did that one last time, 817. Bitcoin Cash GRS. Yeah, so this one is going up, so Bitcoin Cash winning. And we sold Bitcoin Cash last time. We're doing it again. So we have 0.22. Maybe we want to go 0.08. It's only going to leave us with 16, but we'll give it our shot and see what happens. Probably won't get anywhere near that. Maybe like 520 or something now, maybe, or less than that. Yeah, way less than that. Let's go 430. It's all going to work out, though. Well, I know it does, but just when you do that, you know more times than not it will. Okay, so now what do we got? We got 29%. Litecoin XBY, which is going down. XBY winning. So with owning 4,000, let's just make another small trade, like 2,500 of them. Wait a second here. That's all wrong. Last trade was 25.81. So that's not a trade anymore. 16. No, we don't need to do it. Skip another day. And Bitcoin prices would have went up to 43.55 here. And when we look at our portfolio, 4,700, which is pretty much double-ish or so, a little less than where it stands. Any big movers in here? We have a 40% as the biggest between GRS XBY going down, which means XBY would be the sale. Last play was selling 3,500 XBY, owning 9,100. How is this negative? It can't be. Sum plus the sum of C? No. Equals the sum of okay, so it's GRS sum of this. And then this would be the sum of hope all my other copy and pasting was right, but we'll take a look at them as we go. Okay, so there, now that looks a bit better. So we have it's a sale of XBY because the last trade was 639. Let's go 2,600 this time. So that brings us down to 51.93, so that is correct. Divide this by the 455 price. We're looking at 560 or so. And then that would go up as well too. Okay, 825 is the date we're working here. Okay, we'll have to look at each one by when each trade comes in. Let's look at the next one here. GRS. XBY, did I not put? So we have 30% here between Litecoin and GRS. It was 352, then it went up to 460. Okay, let's make sure this is adding up column H, which is right, and this is adding column G. So that's right. First trade on that side on the date of 8/25. And we'll left align this. Okay, so the owning of LITECOIN, as it's going higher, 2.65. Maybe sell a 0.4 spot. And it's going to be getting on over 100 now, it looks like. Or still multiplied. That's right. $184 we'll say, and we'll do a ratio of 460. Okay, there we have it. We have a 26.5. Maybe we'll give it a wait and see on that one. Portfolio up to 4,700. We'll do the next day. Bitcoin price is marginally higher at 45.78 here. But we could do as well. I don't need these numbers anymore. These are all just whatever numbers. I'm going to put these prices, for now I'm going to put them here. But what I want to do is put the prices here, just to show you how much everything's up against Bitcoin, or against from this point on. So we'll go equals this number, subtract this number, divided by this number. Put this all in percentage format, so I can go format cells. We're going to put this in percentage, 1,000 numbers red, and when I do that, I go into font effects, I guess. And I will go into the green color. And we'll just copy and paste that through. So we can get a good idea how much these coins are up and down against each other since this point. So as far as the new prices are concerned, let's put them in. Those percentages will change. And we can see LITECOIN, I mean, look, right off the bat, you know there's a trade there. Actually, there's not because it went the wrong way, but we'll take one trade here, which is Bitcoin Cash XBY. Bitcoin Cash, we can see went up 21, XBY went up 10. And on this, the ratio went from 32 to 23. Now, how does that make sense? XBY went up only 10%. And Bitcoin Cash went up 21. Let's make sure this number's right. B5 divided by B7. Yeah? No. Equals, yeah, B5 divided by B7. Well, it is as it is, but anyway. Bitcoin Cash before was 4. Okay, I'm doing it opposite. I'm doing it opposite. Equals this price. Subtract the old. That is why it's like that. I went to copy there, I accidentally pasted, that's fine. And paste it all here. Not paste special. Now that makes sense. XBY is down 9, this one's down 17, LITECOIN up 17. So let's take care of this Bitcoin Cash. Selling XBY for that of BCH is what we'd be doing. We'd be on the date. I've already lost track. I think it's 29 now. Either way, it's not important. So within this, we already gained 29.60 the last time. We've seen the ratio go from 25 to 32, now down to 23. We could basically get rid of those 29 very easy. just want to make sure that this is done right here. This is L. That's correct, and that's correct. So let's do minus 2,900. Basically get rid of everything that we got from before, but get much better than a 0.09 shot this time. As we would go this number divided by this, and it would be 0.122. Portfolio is about 5K now, and we can see the ownership is relatively close. Bitcoin Cash being the smallest, Litecoin being the, actually gross coin being the highest, then by this in here. So let's move on. Bitcoin price is hanging in there. We'll see what the other ones do. Okay, Litecoin having a huge gain on this time. We can see here it'd be up 47% at this point. And the biggest mover here, we have Bitcoin Cash. Obviously, Litecoin would be gaining on that with about a 40% move almost. So I think we already switched that date. It's probably wrong, as if it matters. So with the ratio now at 7.32, we can basically get a lot of this back. Maybe sell like 0.85 of it, 0.9, maybe 0.95. And then if we do that, we can basically go this. Okay, so we're looking for this divided by 7.32. That won't work, I don't think. Yeah, it does. 0.129, we'll go 1. And we'll left align that. And Bitcoin Cash GRS, we want to take a 30%, or we might as well. As the price goes down, which means GRS would be winning. Owning 1,960. We just had 3 buys in a row on it. So let's get rid of 425. And this is going to be close to 0.1 now. 0.102. And the last trade of 41.67. We could go with this 26er, but we're going to pass 26er. That used to remind me of what I said back in the college days, which I think was 26 ounces of alcohol. Okay, so portfolio now we can see is up to 5,400. Litecoin being your highest value. They're all over about 700, which is nice. So the price would go pretty much break even on Bitcoin at 46.05 here. It's going to go down the next period, but we'll get to that when we get to it. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, Cash, holy crap, what a move it had. When you get to situations like this, you got to handle it. I mean, what are you going to do when you find out that one of your coins pretty much triples in value? Well, you sell a lot of it is what you do. I just knew it was going to be I mean, I knew what it was going to be like, but anyway, so this ratio goes from 1.21 to 0.4. Let's do this triple up here. Against, okay, we own 1,700, so maybe you want to go like 1,200, 1,100. You can do an aggressive play here. Let's get the closer to what the approximate date would be. So let's go 902. And with a ratio of 0.4, that means we're basically going to times it by 2.5 even. So you get about 2,700 or so. That's just sick. Ratio should come up around 0.4. No, it doesn't. Yeah, it does. Okay, well, that one's taken care of. And then we have XBY. So you bought 685. You're glad you did now, and this is going to have to be calculated correctly because this negative 14 doesn't make sense. I want to make sure. Which one did we do? I'll make sure this is right too. It's not. So this is the sum of row G. And this is the sum of row H. Okay, so with that being said, obviously I wouldn't be selling. I had 1166, so let's just now backtrack and go 800 of them. And 800 with that would be 16, but 2,000. So we'll go that way. And for this one here, this is column L. And this is column M. Okay, so owning 2,176, let's go 1,475. With the ratio being 12.68. That's how many we would get more. So about 18,575. Wow, that'd be a big buy. But now you just made it go up to 24 because of a move like that, which is really what I'm looking to have happen along the way. We still got this at 186 against BCH. So I want to make sure that this is right. Column G, yes, and column H, that's correct. So you own 2,300. Let's go maybe 1,700, which isn't that much of a difference. We're talking like 0.08, 0.78. And we'll just put in last trade here at 27 or 21.75. Man, I'm almost jealous because I'm not getting any of this in real action, nor is most people right now, because this is so 2017 volatility. Will any of it or a fraction of it ever come back? Well, I guess in time we'll see. There's a doubler against LITECOIN. Let's make sure that this is right. This is XBY is column R, correct. Column Q for that is correct as well. So owning 8,000 here, let's go like 6,000, 5,700. And it says here the ratio is 34:55. Let me just, again, make sure that this is right. LITECOIN, OK cash, or like, yeah, right, or no, OK and LITECOIN, yeah. 272.66. Yeah, I'm on the wrong exchange. And this is the first trade. This will probably come right aligned, which it did. Okay, let's verify this is correct. Litecoin is column L, correct. Column M, yes. So with 1,400 of them, let's go like 1,000. And now it's going to be like almost 4. 3 point good. 3 2/3. And we'll put last trade in at 273. Well, now we got an underwhelming trade of almost 50%, where something goes up 460 to 682. And then now, here's a situation where why would I be buying Litecoin with my OK cash and then selling it for the GRS? I would do the numbers in a spreadsheet to figure out how many that I need to trade and so on and so forth. But a 50% move here. Which is selling Litecoin. Went up to 682. So we own 2.25, maybe 0.4 again. It's a good trade. Even 0.5, that's not that big of an amount. Like 2.25, you're only doing like 20-something%. And with the ratio at that's half of 682. So we're gonna get 341. So we'll go 340. And this should be in a level like that to go positive, so I took the negative on that. And 680 here. Litecoin and XBY, it also went higher. So amongst this, we have last, we sold 47.50, gaining 1.4. Ratio was 25. Now it's up to 34. Not a big amount of gain, but it's something. I own 3.7 now, so I can basically easily go like 0.8. And then from there, I'll basically get 4/5 of what the price is. Equals this, multiply 0.8 is what I'm trying to do, so go 27.50 gain and put in 34.37. And the final one we'll do is Bitcoin Cash and GRS going up, so Bitcoin Cash winning. Man, this one's becoming very active already. This is trade number 5 on this already. Well, last time we sold 425, gaining 0.1. That got us up pretty good to the 0.24 number. I'm just going to double check the math one more time, or triple if I've already done it twice. Sum C, which is the right one, and this is sum B, correct. I'm just going to do a portion of what we did, like 0.08. So I get 8% of this, which would be like 400 and something, 430. So there we go, gain of like 5 and a gain of like 0.02 plus. So that's a pretty okay move. And put in 53.75. Now the portfolio is worth $6,700. Okay, cash, the lowest, but we sold a bunch of it. And then we have GRS at 983, and then all close is Litecoin, BC. And right now it's even catching up to Bitcoin, which could be used to buy more coins, is why you'd be putting that in, which is why I put in all of this in case something goes down really, really large amongst the way. We'll do one more. 906. And OK Cash even goes up more. It's now up 357%. So we got Litecoin and OK at 54%. Not as big of a move. We're definitely not going to be selling anywhere near what we would have before. If fact, we don't even have anywhere near it. We have 491 of them, so let's just go like 250 and just do what we can do. Because there isn't much you can do when that's all you own. But that's part of the aggressive selling on that nature. And we're only going to get like one in like a half LITECOIN now. 1.41. And it is what it is. But, you know, spoiler, it goes back down. And a lot of times they do. And if they don't, if I just happen to sell out of it and it just whatever gain, then I'll just sell out of it at that whatever gain. And gain's a gain. We got 44% against the XBY. So we own 700, so let's go 400. So we gained 72.20, we'll say. And then we have 47%. We'll make this the last one, and then we'll just let the 25% ones ride throughout the next day. Against BCH, and decent game. We don't have too much of it to sell because you've sold it all 4 days ago before in this hypothetical example. You own 670, so go like 350. It's not much. And now we're going to be talking about getting under a quarter. 0.237. It is what it is. Okay, therefore, thank you for tuning in. We'll take a look at the portfolio before we move on. But again, this is a market price that doesn't hold. I just want to take a look at this in decimal points. $8,900 Satoshi at the time. Your portfolio would see everything else going up, but you're selling everything else into these other coins, which when they go up, you'll just keep on selling them for in the nice profitable spot. Your bankroll, which would have started off under 3,000, but at this point have been doubled. Thank you for tuning in. Have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.